So you guys, yes, it's true. I quit my job. So at my job, I'm a social worker, and you guys know how it is being a social worker. You are pretty burnt out. You have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of paperwork. The turnover is so high. So you have people that are quitting all the time. And I had like 61 cases, you guys. And imagine having 61 cases, but people have autism, epilepsy, what else? Autism, epilepsy, serious SMI, which is serious mental illness. So you have all this stuff. And then you have other social workers that are burnt out and don't do their job. And then they go ahead and transfer the cases over to you. And then you have to redo the case from scratch, and then, so let me say that. Then on top of that it's a lot of driving. So we drive everywhere, all using our own cars, but I always like to use the company car because I don't like to put all those miles on my car. And plus the company car, you fill it up with the company's gas and everything. So I used to do that all the time. And but you're driving, you have at least about I want to say 5 to 7 visits a week, and you're in everybody's house. You're driving, you're trying to do everything. It's a lot. Being at a job that was really high stressed. And on top of that, it's like the pay was not the best. I'm going to tell you, the pay was not the best. So I'm like, okay, I'm really mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted, mentally exhausted. It's a lot. They're requesting for us to do a lot. We're not being compensated. We don't get any incentive, no bonuses, no raises, none of that stuff. And then you expect me to sit here and, break myself down for a job that doesn't even appreciate me? I'm not doing that. On top of the job being a lot, the supervisor just was not a good supervisor, and I could not take it anymore. And I worked for this company for 3 years, going on 4 years, and I was in this position I worked one position for a year. Then I was in this position for I want to say about 2 or 3 years. So I've took all I can take. You guys know that I have a lot of personal things going on, fostering, going back to school, my family, and everything outside of work. So the job was really taking up a lot of space, and I stayed in it for as long as I can. But honestly, you guys, I just don't feel like I'm the type of person that can work a 9 to 5. I'm just not that type of person. I don't like working for people. But you have to do what you have to do until, you get your brand up. I do want to own my own business one day, but I don't really know. I really want to open a coffee shop. I always wanted to open a coffee shop or a group home, because I've seen group homes and they're freaking horrible as hell. I don't know how people are even allowing their kids to even stay in some of these nasty ass group homes. I'd never seen it in my life. All the group homes that I saw have the bare minimum. How the hell do you want your kids to be in there? Or I always thought about opening up a day program, but a day program for higher functioning adults, young adults, because a lot of my clients are like, hey, I went to this day program, but honestly, I'm not trying to talk about anybody, but a lot of people, I can't even have conversations and they're low functioning, and I feel like I'm high functioning, and I would love to be around others that are like me. So I was thinking about opening up a day program, but having a day program for people that are higher on the spectrum, high functioning autism, like that. So I have a lot of things that I'm brainstorming on. I really don't know what I want to do, you guys, but I know that busting my ass for a job that just stresses me out, I'm not doing it anymore. So I stuck in there as long as I could. And what drew the line is that I was working, and you guys, I dropped a tear. I was like, okay, yeah, I believe that this is time. I was like, all right, Mai, you have to do what's best for you. And my grandmother told me, she was like, you just got to lean on God and lead out on faith and do what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, are you just going to continue to be miserable at this job every single day? So after I dropped that tear, I was like, I'm going to just do it. I didn't have a job lined up. I didn't have nothing, you guys. I didn't have anything. So I just put in my 2 weeks. And then after that, everything fell into place. I found a part-time job, and I am transitioning over to fostering full-time. So we have 3 babies. So, and then I'm going back to school. So I'm putting all my time into that. So I was like, you know what? It's time to slowly transitioning out and really focusing and doing what I want to do, because this job is not it, you guys. It's not it. And I know a lot of people, my hat goes off to the people that stay at jobs for 20, 30 years. You guys end up retiring. I really wish that I was like that and I can do that, but I cannot. And when I was working that job, I was so miserable. So I'm like, all right, let me find something that's part-time, full-time. and then keep working on my dreams and goals and grinding on the side. I thought I was going to be like really like sad that I put in my 2 weeks, but I wasn't. I was really like relief, you guys. Like my last day is like next week. And I have never been so happy in my life. Like I'm ready to break down that computer. I'm ready to put it in a box and put it behind me, you guys. I'm leaving the whole company and the whole everything, leaving it behind me. I gave you guys 4 years of my life. I gave you guys all my mental space. I gave you guys physically myself because I dedicated myself to the job. And Night, love you.
Good night.
I love you. I dedicated everything, and I'm not gonna drain myself for a damn job. I'm not. Most definitely, if I'm not being recognized, if I'm not, getting like, I was like, before I even left, I'm like, yo, can I get a promotion? Can I get a raise? Can I get an increase? Like, no, and no. And I'm like, all right, okay, I got you. No, and no. I'm turning in my badge. I'm turning everything. I'm done, you guys. So I don't know where my life is going to go from here, but I know that I made the best decision of my life. And I'm just going to trust God along the process. And I'm just going to keep going. And people were asking me, do you have a backup plan? No, but I do foster. And that's a full-time job on itself, you guys. And another thing, fostering is a lot. You talk to the case managers, the kids, you got to take them to doctor's appointments. I've been spending this whole month. My husband bought us a calendar that he put on the refrigerator, and on the calendar, we wrote out all the appointments. Cause I was like, hey, for all the kiddos, we got to write out all the appointments because I can't keep up with all of them. We have 4 kids, you guys, 4 kids. And I'm like, I can't keep up with everything and everything that we have to do. It's hard. It's hard. So I'm just leaning out on faith. And I tell myself that, with this whole YouTube thing, I'm going to keep being persistent. I want to wake up and just be miserable. And I want to do what the hell I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And yeah, working a job that is just draining. I'm not wasting my time. And I'm just going to keep seeing where God takes me. And I'm just going to keep thriving and growing, you guys. But hell yeah, I quit. I'm out of there, bro. Gone. I only have like 2 days left, and I'm just so grateful. And it was hard, you guys, because I'm a type of person, like I love working, and I usually don't put in like my 2 weeks at a job if I don't have a backup. And I don't have no backup, but I was like, you know what? It's either me staying with this job and being miserable, or trusting God, putting on my 2 weeks and really following what my dreams are. And that's going to school, fostering, and whatever the hell else I want to do, you guys. I'm always trying to do something. I can't say, and me invested in my YouTube channel because my numbers have been looking pretty great, and I'm grateful for that. So I quit. I just want to tell you guys, I'm fucking done. Excuse my language. I'm done. And I want to follow my own dreams. I don't want to be bound in a job under somebody else's dream. I'm not going to stay somewhere that's making me cry, making me miserable. I can't do it. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. And yeah, I quit.